Right. Good evening, friends. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining in. I think I'll just begin just by making introduction again about myself. My name is Jeremiah Kendagor, former banker, and I'm glad to be your presenter today just to talk about this new technology, blockchain technology, an amazing technology that is changing lives around the world, literally, every single day. All right, so I will not take long to continue with this. And of course, we need to understand why are we calling it the fourth revolution. So there must have been the first, the second, and the third. And probably just to be able to understand what we are talking about, of course, it's with respect to money. So we look at the journey that money has come about. So we are looking at the technologies that human beings have used to be able to manage the economy, as it were, at the different stages in the development of human history. And when we look at that, we of course know that the first beginning point is barter trade, because money basically began as a means or as a method of being able to acquire different goods and services that one individual or group of persons do not possess in their setting, and so they would need other services and goods that are acquired from a different either location or place and so on. So so we had barter trade as the initial a way in which human beings were exchanging these goods and services. So basically, you would have your own different type of goods or values that you have then to give it to the next person of whom you expect the services and goods that they offer. And of course, this was not fully sustainable. So during the Industrial Revolution, which was between the 1700 and the 1800, it became untenable to continue with barter trade system because of the cumbersomeness of disseminating it, carrying different goods, subdividing those goods or whatever it is that barter trade entailed. It became necessary to develop a different way of doing business. And that's when we came up with paper money during that particular period. Then, of course, we came with the internet technology, which was quite revolutionary. And the internet technology basically came about when we managed as human beings to transfer information from one gadget, which is a computer, from one computer to the other one. All right. First of all, of course, we managed to develop a computer, which I'm sure most of you know if you have studied the history of computer science. We started with what we used to refer as mainframe computers, which were huge computers that occupied rooms and rooms. Okay. I remember in the 90s, actually 87, 86, 87, when I was in campus, we were learning computer science using one of the largest computers that was the only one, actually, I think in the country, in Chiromo, all right, where the only one computer, it used to be called Maximo, all right, that had terminals that extended all the way to Kenyatta University, extended to main campus, and these terminals were so few, and those few of us who were privileged to do computer science at that time, we used to queue to be able to access the terminal that you could actually do computation into that particular big mainframe that occupied rooms and rooms and so on and so forth. But of course, with time, those particular type of computers became smaller and smaller. But later on, it became even possible to transfer now information from one computer to the other one, which was quite revolutionary, because now it therefore meant that whatever other information that is that somebody else has in another country, in another place, in another research center, could be accessed by somebody else who has another computer in another place. So the fact that we were able to transfer information from one computer to the other one brought about all the revolution that we now call the digital revolution, and sometimes referred to as information revolution, which is basically the movement of information from one place to another one. So now we have Facebook, we have Google, we have Amazon, we have all these things and all these types of things that happen within the computer age, all right? To the extent that now even your phone, your smartphone is actually a type of computer, all right? That is able to, is a type of computer that is able to disseminate information and receive information from somebody else. And that is why we are even able to communicate with the mobile phone. So the mobile phone, by all practical purposes, is actually a computer in itself and is able to do all these things that we are now able to do. Today, the mobile phone can actually do almost everything. It is a camera, it is a radio, it is a communication gadget, it is now your bank. All your bank is inside your mobile phone. You can do all the banking services that you need to do on your phone. So literally the phone can do everything except maybe eat for you or sleep for you or for that matter. But anyway, so that's the joke about the digital revolution. So of course, and then now we are talking about the blockchain technology, which is completely a revolution in itself. And that is why we just want to talk about it and make a definition or what is the blockchain. So basically the blockchain, of course, is connectivity of computers, just like the internet. So these computers are interconnected all over the place. And it allows or enables you to interact with other people through this particular connectivity of computers by transferring data and information through these computers. And by so doing, you are able to do to transfer money, value, and so on. So the other thing that you really need to understand about the blockchain technology are two important, the basic architect of what this the technology offers, and that is the fact that it is a set of, it is a way in which, or rather the blockchain technology, as we refer to it, is a system of recording information in a way that makes it difficult or impossible to change, hack, or cheat the system. Now, that is now what the internet has introduced. The blockchain has introduced. So the internet was basic information transfer, meaning one information is transferred from one gadget to another one. But now the blockchain has made it possible that that information that is being transferred from one computer to the other one cannot be compromised by any third party. It cannot be hacked, it cannot be changed, and you cannot cheat somebody else. So in fact, it introduces two words that are of very, three words that are of very significant importance in this particular discussion of what we are talking about. So there is security, all right, this transparency and decentralization. Now, those are very, very key standing out pillars that underpin what the blockchain is. So first of all, security. Security speaks of the fact that this information that is being shared on the blockchain cannot be compromised by any person or a third party for that matter. Then the second point is transparency. It means it is completely open and plain, and anyone for that matter can actually see and scrutinize whatever is in any one of these computers, transactions that is happening within the blockchain. Then decentralization speaks of the fact that between you and whoever you are dealing with, there are no third parties. Now, that is the most powerful part about the blockchain. the fact that there are no third parties. So in fact, this is therefore another challenge also that the blockchain technology has introduced, that now governments around the world, central banks, or all those people that are supposed to be managing the economies are grappling and wondering, how do we then manage this particular technology the way we manage the normal banking sector and so on. Of course, you know, today, if you need to do any transaction in the bank, there are certain conditions. For example, in Kenya, I know you cannot transfer or receive money more than 1 million Kenya shillings unless you provide proof of why you are doing such a big transaction. All right, whether you are receiving, whether you are sending, you got to prove. And that is because it is a managed environment. But when we come to the blockchain, that is no longer the case. You can transfer, you can receive any amount at any time you wish to do such a transaction. So therefore, that is also one of the challenges that this particular technology also has introduced. Now, the other thing that is also critical to understand is that the blockchain can be applied on many other aspects of our life, all right? It's not only in money. It can be applied wherever you need a secure, trustworthy record that anyone can believe in, anyone can trust, all right? You use the blockchain. For example, today, we can use the blockchain in issues of voter registry and voting, all right? So that you don't have a scenario like we probably had in Kenya, where one party is asking for the servers to be open. If we use the blockchain technology to do voting, no one would have to ask, where are the servers, all right? But of course, that will also come in with a lot of training of people on how to use the blockchain technology. You also need to provide a platform where people are able to access the blockchain technology, as it were. That is, if they are to use their mobile phones, or probably at the voting booth, you could have a computer that people can actually interact with the blockchain through the computer on the voting booth. All right. And if that happens, therefore, it will become completely secure on how people can transact and deal with the blockchain. So, but today, of course, we are not talking about that. We are talking about money. How has the blockchain been applied to money? All right, by the creation of what we call cryptocurrency. Now, what is cryptocurrency? Of course, crypto is basically what runs the blockchain. The blockchain runs on technology referred to as cryptography. All right, so anything that is created out of the blockchain, sometimes we refer to it as crypto, and then maybe add now currency. So that is why we have the word cryptocurrency. So the first coin that gained prominence in the world, and it is still the most famous coin in the world today, is called Bitcoin. And it was released in the year 2009. Now, why did this particular cryptocurrency gain such popularity around the world? It's because it came and solved a particular challenge that we have in society today, and that is inflation. All the money we have in the world today suffers from an issue called inflation. And what is inflation generally? It is the loss of value of this money over time. So you find that the pound, the euro, the yen, the US dollar, the South African rand, the Kenya shilling, the Tanzania shilling, all these currencies all over the world lose value over time. Why do they lose value? Because our governments keep on printing money every other time. Why do they print money? Oh, probably because they borrow a lot. Today in Kenya, we are borrowing a lot to be able to do infrastructure development and many other enabling projects that the government is involved in order to boost the economy. And as they do that, they are borrowing money. And by borrowing money, it makes your money that you have in the bank to lose value. All right. So it is a bad thing and it's also a good thing at the same time, because again, we need to develop, and to develop, we must borrow, and so on and so forth. Now, so how did Bitcoin solve that problem? By limiting supply. And you know, when you limit supply and demand is always going up, what does that make the particular asset to be? It makes it to be an asset or a store of value, because the value then will continue to go up because of the limited supply and the demand is always growing. So you find that Bitcoin, because it has a limited supply, there will only be 21 million pieces called Bitcoin and no more. That means all the 7 billion human beings on earth must make do with only that 21 million coins that, sorry, they will have to make do with only that 21 million pieces coins that will ever be. All right. So that makes Bitcoin a store of value or an asset. Okay, sorry for that. So the other coin that I want to talk about, which is the most popular coin after Bitcoin, is Ethereum. All right. And Ethereum was created by an 18-year-old boy in 2015. And what made Ethereum a very unique coin is that it introduced another technology into the cryptocurrency space. And that is, it created an open source that enables other people, you and me, to create other applications on top of the Ethereum blockchain. For example, I've just mentioned right now that it's possible to do voting. It's possible to do land registry on the blockchain. It's possible to register cars on the blockchain. It's possible to register medicine on the blockchain, so that you eliminate counterfeits. All right, you eliminate counterfeits and you make the process of having these records completely secure and uninterferable by any other person. So you can actually do that on the Ethereum platform. So the Ethereum serves two functionality. It is a coin and also a platform where other people can actually do many of those things that I've just mentioned. So the blockchain, Ethereum has introduced the ability to build what we now refer to as decentralized digital applications on the blockchain. And by so doing, has also created a huge community of users in the cryptocurrency space. Now, the only other coin that I just want to mention of interest, there are many coins, is BUSD. Now, BUSD is in a group of coins referred to as stable coins. Now, what is a stable coin? It is a coin whose value never changes against another currency, in this particular case against the dollar, meaning that this particular cryptocurrency is always 1-to-1 with the dollar. All right, so it has exactly the same value as the dollar, 1-to-1, and so it is a stable coin. And why would you want a stable coin? Because of business stability and predictability. So today, if you are using the cryptocurrency to do business online, and you are expecting people to pay you through cryptocurrency, you would more likely choose BUSD instead of Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other coin for that matter, because all other coins are always changing in price. Today it is here, tomorrow it is there. So you don't want such a coin that changes in price. You want one that is always stable, always equal to the same value all the time. And so you would choose a coin, for example, like BUSD, and you know the value of your business, where your business actually is. Now, why are we talking about this topic in general? We are talking about this topic in general because cryptocurrency space is the next big thing that is happening. Just as I've mentioned, it introduces trustworthiness, transparency, decentralization, and all that. So, in fact, according to the experts, they are actually saying that in the next 5 to 10 years, the value of these cryptocurrencies will have gone up by as much as 300,000%. All right, 300,000%. And that is significant. That is like buying land in Nairobi in 1927. All right, that you can see the impact of this particular cryptocurrency space. So it is the right time for anyone to actually get involved in this particular field or in this particular cryptocurrency. In fact, according to Warren Buffett, there is actually saying that this particular space is completely ingenious. Now, if you look at the adoption curve with respect to cryptocurrency, we are currently entering a space called the takeoff space phase. All right. Normally, any new technology would go through 3 phases. The first phase is the innovation stage, and then the second phase is the takeoff phase, and then the last phase is the saturation stage. So right now, with respect to cryptocurrency, we are at the takeoff stage. All right. So it only makes it very, very necessary for you to get involved. Just to mention about cryptocurrencies, you can learn of all this information I've given in different places. But one place that is quite informative is CoinMarketCap. All right, CoinMarketCap. This website here is a very, very useful place that one can actually get involved in. I mean, can get most of this information, and you can find that there are more than 10,000 coins, cryptocurrency coins, that meet different, or rather that give different solutions to different situations in life. All right, with more than $1.5 trillion value in the marketplace today, and every single day there is more than $200 billion that exchanges hands in terms of cryptocurrencies that are changing hands every single day. So it is a significant place that one can get involved in. Of course, Bitcoin being the one that leads, followed by Ethereum, and you can see BUSD is coming in strong at number 21. All right. You can see the graph of Bitcoin, exactly what I'm explaining about the adoption stage that this particular coin is actually showing. All right. So this is the adoption stage. You can actually see that. This is 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. December 2017, you can see the movement in actually Bitcoin price became very aggressive, and it's been moving up and down all the time. But of course, the trajectory is up. All right. And that is why we are saying that right now, this is the right place, the right time to get involved in cryptocurrency. That's Ethereum, and you can actually see that. And you can compare this with the GDP of Africa, GDP of Kenya, and so on. And you can realize that, for example, Bitcoin is at 700 billion and above. Ethereum is at almost 300 billion dollars. All right, meaning that it can buy the whole of East Africa. And that is quite significant. So the only thing that I need to discuss right now is how then can one get involved in cryptocurrency without losing money, all right, or without losing your money, but in a gainful way, all right. So I want to talk about the losing side before I talk about the gaining side. So let me talk about things called tokens. So tokens are basically new coins that are being created that are being released in the marketplace every single day. In fact, there are more than 200 coins that are being released every single day. All right, people are creating these coins out here. All right, but 99% of those coins lose value. So that means that for you to be able to buy the correct coin token or a new coin is quite a daunting task, all right, of doing research every day and so on to be able to find the right coin that will actually move up in price consistently. So sometimes that may not be the right thing to do. Now, mining was another way that you could make money some time back, all right? So, but nowadays it's not as lucrative as it used to be, all right? So mining is not what it used to be. Why? It's because many big companies have gotten into that space of mining, and it's no longer that possible now for you to make money in that particular space. Now, the other area that I just want to mention is return on investment programs. And there are thousands and thousands of return on investment programs out here in the field or in the streets of Nairobi, for that matter. Out here, so many of them. And in fact, in most cases, when we tell people to get involved in cryptocurrency, people freak out. Why? Because I am sure at one point or another, somebody has gotten involved in a return on investment programs and lost their money. And they are thinking that getting involved in cryptocurrency is getting involved in a return on investment program. So you really need to understand that not everything in cryptocurrency, of course, is a return on investment program, but there are return on investment programs that people lose money every day. And what are these things? These are people who promise you return every single day, maybe 1%, 2%, 3% per day, and so on. And they tell you that just bring your money and we will make money for you. Let me tell you, there is no one who wants to make money for you to do nothing, all right? For you to sit there and just eat money. All right. So return on investment programs can be very dangerous. Actually, they are just Ponzi pyramid scams. Ponzi pyramid scams. You just need to go go to Wikipedia and ask what is a Ponzi scheme. All right. And all these programs that promise you return on investment are Ponzi schemes. All right. And whatever narrative they give you, whether they tell you that they trade in Forex, they trade in cryptocurrency, they trade in betting, and any one of those things, they are all crap. In fact, I call them a fraud. All right. So where can you make genuine money in the foreign currency, in the cryptocurrency space? The first one could be controversial. It is currency trading, what we sometimes refer to as Forex trading, all right, where you trade the prices of these Forex for different currencies as they move every single day, because they move up and down every single day. And you can trade it and make money. Unfortunately, of course, for you to be able to make money in foreign currency trading, you need a knowledge. You need technical analysis. You need to know it is a skill like any other, all right? And not everyone can be proficient in trading Forex. So before you start trading Forex, you need to learn technical analysis, fundamental analysis, sentimental analysis for you to be able to make money in Forex trading. In fact, it's been studied and known that it can take you as long as 10 years to become a consistently profitable trader, meaning that before 10 years, you will be losing money. In fact, today, 90% of Forex traders lose money, all right? So your question would be, then why are they still trading? Because it's addictive. It's almost like gambling, all right? So if you don't want to lose money easily, then probably currency trading might be good for you, but you really need to learn how to trade. Now, the next point the next way that you can make money in the cryptocurrency space is to buy these coins and hold them. Buy and hold, all right? And that is a guaranteed way in which you can make money in the cryptocurrency space. Buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, buy Polkadot, buy Cardano, buy Tron, buy all these coins, XRP. All these coins have value that you can gain from over time, and many other coins that are still coming up that introduce new technologies, new ways in which they are solving societal issues and so on. Now, the only thing that you need to watch out or to pay attention to when it is coming to buying and holding is that, first of all, it requires capital. It requires some money, all right? Then you also need to hold those coins for a period of time. And we normally say you need to hold them for not less than 5 to 10 years. 5 to 10 years. So how much money do you require? Not it can be significant depending on how much you want. All right. So the only two things that you need to pay attention when it comes to buying and holding is it's capital intensive, can be capital intensive, and it may require some bit of time. All right. And the money you are putting should be risk-free money that you don't need to use it in the next 5 to 10 years. Now, the third point, the third way in which you can make money is what I want to concentrate our discussion tonight, and that is a smart contract. All right, a smart contract, and this is a revolutionary way of making money. Now, why do I want to spend a little more time talking about a smart contract? Because with this particular method of making money in cryptocurrency space, you actually don't need a lot of money, and you don't need a lot of time to be able to hold it. All right, so it is not like buying to hold. You can start today, and within a day or two or whatever, you can make lots of money using a smart contract. So the thing that I want to do now is to be able to define what is a smart contract. All right, I want to define what is a smart contract. So a smart contract is a programming code that is self-operating. All right, a programming code that is self-operating. It is placed directly on the blockchain, and it can never be hacked or stopped. It cannot be changed. Therefore, it does not require an administrator or a company to run it. It runs on its own and does exactly what it's programmed to do. So in fact, you can actually go to a place called investopedia.com. All right, Investopedia is a place where you can learn anything to do with investment. All right, go to Investopedia, and you can learn also a lot about cryptocurrency. And more specifically, you can also get this particular article on smart contracts. All right, on Investopedia. So, and it will give you the same definition. So tonight, I am proud to be able to introduce to us one such smart contract called Forsage. Now, Forsage was launched as a smart contract last year in February on a coin called Ethereum. Then in September, they launched on another coin called Tron. Now, last week, they launched on the third coin called BUSD. Now, which is a stable coin, all right? And it has dramatically changed the lives of many people, including myself, all right? And that is why today I'm so proud to be able to discuss with us this. And again, to reiterate about why we are talking about a smart contract is because a smart contract is a completely decentralized project that you are in full control of what happens on that particular contract, all right? You are in full control. There are no administrators. It is not affected by management because there is no management at all. In fact, it's not a company. So you cannot even ask and say, where is Forsage registered? It is not registered because it is not a company. It is a smart contract. Like today, you cannot ask, where is Bitcoin? Where is the headquarters of Bitcoin? Where is it controlled? It is not anywhere. It is in the blockchain. Blockchain is as a computers that are interconnected all over the internet, all over the world. All right. So there is no such place, and you interact with it directly with the smart contract on the blockchain by using your own wallet. So your wallet will interact with the smart contract on the blockchain, and you get the results exactly what any other person in the whole world will get when they interact with the smart contract, as it were. All right. And that is as opposed to a centralized project. And I just want to mention that everything that we do as human beings normally is a centralized project. The government is a centralized project. Our family unit is a centralized project. Everything that we do or have or see or whatever it is a centralized project. So you really need to know and understand these things that are centralized project. And the problem with the centralized project is that it is affected by the owners, by the system, by management. And if it is an ROI, which is a pyramid scam, you go to make withdrawals, you can lose your funds, your capital, everything, and limited income, and so on and so forth, all this. So those are the challenges that you have with centralized. But a smart contract, the one I'm describing right now, Forsage, is a decentralized project. All right. So I won't even go to this particular screen here. I'll just go straight to how does Forsage work? How does it work? All right. So basically how it works is that it has three components that work together. So it has the first component. Component number one is X3. Component number two is X4. Component number three is XXX, and component number 4 is X gold. Now, the easiest way to understand this or to conceptualize it in your head is to imagine a huge building that has 4 wings. All right. So the first wing is X3. All right. And this X3 has 12 rooms inside it. And each room has a price tag to it. Now, that price tag is what you pay in order to own that particular room. So the first room is $5, and the second room is $10 because it has to be twice the previous one. Then 20, which is twice 10, and so on. So it keeps on doubling in price all the way to slot number 12. All right, and so on. Now, that is how Forsage X3 is. Forsage X4 is also similar. It has 12 rooms, and the pricing of each room is also the same. Now, XXX has the same number 12, but the amounts are slightly different and keep on changing slightly different from the way the other two are changed. This one begins with $8 and so on, and also ends with almost $10,000. Now, the last one, which is X Gold, starts with $10 and increments all the way to the last one, and the last one is 15 rooms. So this one has 15, is the only one that is unique from the others. The others are all 12, but this one is 15 rooms. Now, when this particular program launched, it launched these two, that is Forsage X3 and X4. The other two will be launched later. So I need to be to explain these two first for you to understand exactly how they work and how you make money with them, and so on. Then we'll be able to see, because these are the two that are available right now. Now, so the first one, X3, you make money simply by referral. All right. So if you talk to somebody who likes what what you are sharing about the blockchain, and they also acquire any one of those rooms, guess what? You make money. Nothing fancy, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing different. You don't have to jump, you don't have to run, you don't have to do whatever it is. You don't have to draw something. You don't have to, I don't know, what else do you think you don't have to do nothing. You only refer. I normally tell people you just smile and share information. That's all. And when people like the information that you are sharing and become part of it, which is their prerogative, they can decide to say, no, I don't want it. Or they can decide to say, yes, I want it. So those who say yes and they become part of it, guess what? On X3, you make money. But you could also be there and saying, no, I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to make my own money. I don't want to talk to anyone. That then will, we recommend X4. X4, you don't necessarily need to talk to anyone. And also the other two, the other three that will come later, you don't have to talk to anyone. These three, you just own them, own those particular rooms, and you stand a chance to make a lot of money through that. So I'll explain now exactly how it works. So I will begin with X3, the one that you initially, and again, mark my words, initially doesn't mean that you have to refer all the time. You initially just need to refer one or two or three and so on. And you will make lots of money with X3. So how does it work? So first of all, you need to buy any one of those rooms. Of course, you begin with the first one. You cannot jump any room. So you can buy the one for $5 or the one for $5 plus the one for $10. So that will be $15. Or the one for $5 and the one for $10 and the one for $20. So that will be $35 and so forth and so on. Now, after you have bought that room, all right, let's use the first one because every room works exactly the same on X3. So if you buy the first room and you refer someone who also buys a similar room, guess what? You earn 100% of what that person spends to own that room. So you earn $5. So your money is back. So in fact, I normally say that this particular program, the risk is only to the extent that you are not able to refer even one person. Now, that is impossible in life in general. I am sure today, everyone, you got a friend who, when you tell them, let's go for a walk, they will come. When you tell them, let's have a cup of tea, they will come. When you tell them jump, they don't tell you, why are you telling me to jump? They just tell you, how high do you want me to jump? Everybody has at least one or two. In fact, according to psychology, it's been studied and known that one person can influence a minimum of 15 persons. So today, I don't know whom you can be able to influence. And we are telling you, don't go and talk to everyone. Just one or two or three are enough to make you a ton of money. So the first person that you refer, guess what? You earn the $5 is back. You no longer owe anyone anything. Your risk is back. You got your money. Now, when you talk to the second person, guess what? Again, 100%. Now, there is no business in the world today that you start and your first client that comes for services on that particular business premise you have. Give, for example, say a kiosk. You open a kiosk and you put in there milk, you put in bread, you put in whatever, and the first customer who comes to buy something from your shop pays for the whole kiosk. He gives you money equal to all the investment that you have ever done. Now, that is exactly how this particular program works. So the first person, 100%. The second person, again, 100%. Now, the third person is where now it gets interesting. You don't take home that money. All right. So what happens to this money? It gives you what is called a re-entry, meaning it resets all these two so that now you earn on the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, being the third, again gives you a re-entry. So you don't earn on the third one. So for every 3 referrals you make, you take home 2 and 1 you don't take home. So where does that money go? That money goes to what we refer to as the ecosystem. Now, what is the ecosystem? Any other person who owns a room like the one you have. That could be the person who referred you or any other person for that matter. And it repeats itself on and on and on like that. All right. So that is how you make money with X3. You refer every 3 people that you refer, you take home two of those payments, and the third payment, remember, it is the third payment, not the person. You are not passing the person to somebody else. The person remains your referee, meaning that whenever that person or any one of these 2 or 3 that you have referred, anyone, whenever they refer 3 people themselves, the third payment most likely will come to you because now you are part of the ecosystem. That also tells you one thing, that you are able to earn infinite levels on this particular program. So that is also important to note. Now, why then would you want to own room number 2, room number 3, all the way to room number 12? You may need to do that because of 2 reasons. So I want to talk about those 2 reasons. The first one is that the second room is normally twice the price of the previous one. So therefore, when you refer someone to that particular room, guess what? You earn twice as much as you are earning in the previous program. So it's not bad to earn twice as much. So that is why it is important to go to own the second room. Now, the second reason is that the same people whom you referred, who bought the first room, all right, whom you referred here, when they upgrade to buy room number 2, guess who they will be paying? They will be paying you again. So you only benefit even from the same effort that you have done by just buying the second room, because the other people will come on along and also buy that particular room, and so on and so forth. So that is how X3 works. So now let's go to X4 and also mention Triple X and X Gold. Now, these are the 3 programs that you don't even need to refer anyone at all. All right. So how does it work? So in X4, the computer or the smart contract for that matter allocates to you 6 persons every time. 6 persons every time. And those 6 persons are arranged in 2 rows. 2 in the first row and then 4 in the second row. All right. So this is how the computer arranges them. Now, in this arrangement of 6 on 2 rows, you earn those that fall on the second row, 3 of them. And the other 3, you don't earn on them. All right. So how much do you earn? You earn $5 here, $5 here, $5 here. That is 300%, not thousand, 300% for your investment that you make. So for every investment you make, when you get a set of 6, you earn 300%. So where does the money of this one and this one and this one go? They go to the ecosystem. And what is the ecosystem? Any other person who owns a position or who owns a room like this specific room that you have here. All right. So again, I want to mention that the same thing applies to room number 2, room number 3, all the way to room number 12 that costs 1 million Kenya shillings, meaning you earn 3 million Kenya shillings for every set of 6 that fall on that particular slot when you reach there. And you earn over and over again. Again, there are no monthly subscription, no yearly subscription, no other further requirement. You don't have to pay for that room again. The moment you buy or you pay for it, it belongs to you permanently. It belongs to you permanently. And you earn money today, tomorrow, always. And again, since this is based on a stable coin, BUSD. BUSD is a stable coin, so the value never changes. So you can always plan your business and know how much you can earn over a period of time, and so on and so forth. Now, that is critical and important. So the other thing is just to mention the other two, not in detail, but just to tell you that Forsage X3, unlike the others, you earn a whooping 680% on a set of 14 that the computer will allocate to you that are arranged in 1, 2, 3 lines of 2, 4, and 16, where you earn 30% on any that fall here and 70% on any that fall on the 4th line. And that is how much you earn on this one. The last one, X Gold, you earn a whooping 1,120% for a set of 30 that the computer or this software will allocate to you that are arranged in 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of 2, 4, 8, and 16, where you earn 20% on the ones that fall on the second line, 30% on those that fall on the second line, and 50% on those that fall on the 4th line. Incredible, incredible business opportunity that is there, that cannot be stopped, cannot be changed, and cannot be hacked by anyone. It is permanently on the blockchain, and you can always interact with it any single day that you actually want to be part of. So that is significantly important for you to be able to understand. Now, how then do you start this business? All right. So you are here and you're saying, I want to get started. Right now, the programs that are available, we have said, is X3 and X4. And so you can either buy the whole of it, all right, recommended, and it will cost you in Kenya shilling approximately 4 million Kenya shilling. In US dollars, approximately 40,000 Kenya dollars. 40,000 dollars or 4 million Kenya shilling. But if you don't have that kind of money, don't worry at all. You can begin for as little as 1,000, actually $2,200. All right, you not dollars, Kenya shillings. If you want to, the minimum is that you can start with is 2,300, about 2,500 approximately. All right, but that may not help you as much. So we have given some recommendations on how you can begin, and these are from experience of what we have experienced in the last 3 or 4 months, 4 or 5 months, actually 5 months now. We've been on this particular project, and we have learned quite a bit, and we make this recommendation that do any one of these packages that are shown here. You can start with 7 by buying 7 rooms in X3 and 7 rooms in X4. 7. It will cost you $1,270, or you can start 8, $2,250, or 9, $5,050, and so forth and so on. So those are some of the ways you can begin. In fact, I would suggest that if you are here, take a screenshot of this particular page right now so that it can keep you in mind to remember how can you start this particular project. All right, so those are the recommended levels that you can start. Now, how do you operationalize this? You need a wallet, all right, a cryptocurrency wallet. And you can get a free one by downloading an app called Token Pocket. You could download an app called Token Pocket from the App Store or Play Store, whichever case applies to you. And you create a wallet called Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain. All right. So you create a wallet called Binance Smart Chain. Then, depending on the level that you are beginning with, or how much you want to invest, you buy those particular coins, all right, called BUSD, and place them inside that wallet. You will be given further direction from the person who probably invited you to this particular place, and you can do that. Then you go to this website called Binance.com, and that's where you will buy the coins and so on. Then you will be given a link by the person who referred you, all right, a Forsage link, all right, that now will link your wallet to the smart contract, and you start making money just like I have described above. So again, I don't want to take much more time here. Probably I'll just call one or two persons here to just give a testimonial, maybe in the next 45 seconds, what they have experienced, especially with this particular project in this particular space. So Florence, because I think we had talked earlier and we said that you will be the one to do a testimonial briefly. I know many people have heard you here, but you can do that. You can give us your testimonial.
Wow, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the amazing presentation. And actually today I am listening in all the way from Western region, and it's been an exciting day because
could you give me your number?
All right, just shortly, let me send you. Actually, you can just type in 1141.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, there it is.
All right, guys, I'm sorry. I think when you're with family, there can be a lot of noise in the background, but I hope you can hear me. So yes, my name is Florence Onyonyi, and I'm super grateful for this amazing opportunity. And like we keep saying, it has literally changed our lives, and in such an impactful way. And I came in, of course, right now talking about BUSD. This has been for me since last week on Tuesday, and it's really excited me to a place where, you know, I just felt so obligated to go out and help as many people. So basically, that jumpstarts my trip to Western, and so far we've had an incredible day, and a lot of people are going to come on board. But in the meantime, we've been able to do, 3,300 BUSDs, and like we keep saying, just the power of a massive income accumulated within a very short time space. So if you're a guest on this call today, I mean, you can do so much more within a very short time, and that's why we are excited to share this opportunity with you. So Jeremiah, thank you, my brother, and over back to you.
Oh, thank you very much. I hope everyone was able to see the screen. Was that possible, Florence?
Yes. We are able to see the screen.
Okay. Nyambura, can I share your screen without even you talking? I can just share yours. Yes, yeah, Nyambura, go ahead.
Oh yeah, boss. You can go ahead and share. You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. By the way, you hit 1 million today.
Thank you.
Wow,
thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Hey.
Yay. Wonderful.
Thank you so much, guys. That is super. Yeah. This has been exciting. It's been an exciting journey. And we just barely have even scratched the surface. So what I would want to tell everybody here is if you work the business will work. There is no magic to it. There is nobody who is special. It is your effort. Invest in, share this idea with your friends. And then also open yourself up to the bigger slots. When you get paid, it is so encouraging. And I could not have done this really without the support of my team members, Akina Kedago, Akina Flo, my business partners. They've been of such immense support and help to me. And my desire is also to be able to help as many people as possible to prosper. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So maybe I could just share mine as the last one here. And just to be able to encourage somebody here that this thing, yes, works. Just look at that, amazing, and so on. I am really excited. So with that, I just want to bring the presentation to a close and want to tell everyone that yes, blockchain technology is changing lives around the world. God bless you. Welcome this other side. Again, I want to remind members we will have a fantastic meeting on Sunday. So don't miss anything else. Sunday, we will have a member training. Special announcement will be made on that Sunday presentation. So please keep it locked, keep it here, and God bless you.